I stand all day. I'll have a stand-up desk. Yeah.
All right, guys. Welcome back to the Art of Whiskey. As we continue our St. Patty's Day edition, but these are not St. Patty's Day whiskeys. Whoa. John over here getting a little heavy-handed.
We got that's a spirit of Trevor in his
Yeah, right there. There you go. So, Eric, what do we got here? Walking through it. Tell us all about it. I think we've done these before, kind of. We've done some of these before.
Double oaked.
Oh,
that's the theme here.
Nice.
Okay.
It means the spirit was put in a second barrel.
Right.
Okay.
Picked up a lot more oak influence second time.
Usually, yeah.
This one, I had to redeem myself after last week. So this is a
Mild green.
double oaked Texas product.
There was one of those Garrisons I would have bought.
Well, you're going to like it.
No, I mean, I didn't hate them, but for the price point was my deal.
Yeah.
Price point's a little high. This one's a Hirsch single barrel from a local group here, Pick.
Oh, nice.
A true single barrel. I believe it's a Willet mash bill.
Yep. That's a purple top.
And then we have a lineup here of 2XO, which stands for 2 times oak. Dixon Denman, master distiller. A lot of bourbon history in his family.
His Angels and
some great grandfather or whatever started Kentucky Owl way back when.
Right.
Okay.
And then it went out of business.
Yeah.
And he resurrected and brought it back. And then after it sold, he left that and moved on and started 2XO, which he got. He met up with a distributor that had laid barrels down that were about 4 or 5 years old.
Okay.
They didn't know what to do with it. So he had a project in mind that he wanted to do, and long story short, it worked out for both of them, so they started 2XO. So they have an entry line here, American oak and French oak, where to save money, they take a chain of, they call it a chain of cubes. So it's cubed up barrels that are toasted or charred.
Yeah, cube staves.
Put on a stainless steel rope
Basically.
Got
and
it.
they put it in through the bung and let it age for maybe 9 to 12 months.
So it's extra age inside the barrel. Basically, it speeds up the aging process.
It's a different way to double oak.
It's a different way to double oak. The equivalent surface area of that chain they put in there is the same
Equal amount of a barrel.
And they're not
pretty cool, dude.
Yeah, they're not the only people to do that. I know Pursued and a couple others do that. And from what I understand, that reaction happens a lot quicker than it would in a barrel because of the surface area versus the liquid.
That's pretty cool, man. Pursuit's another one. They do pretty cool stuff. But
So that allows them to do an entry level at $42. This next group is 3 of 5 that they've done where they actually take a brand new charred oak barrel and dump the liquid in there. And these are all batched. This last one, the Gem of Kentucky, so these are 104 proof. This is 108. This is a true double-barreled single barrel. So they took a single barrel quality, put it in a second brand new charred oak barrel.
Wow.
Did they ever disclose the distillate?
They didn't. I don't know why, if they can't or if they won't, but obviously he knows where it came from.
Well, for these to be double oak at that price, that's
$42.
That's
These are
amazing.
about 100 and this is 200.
Yeah, I figured this one was the more pricey, but man, the bottle presentation on this is remarkable. What a sexy bottle, dude.
And he's a big one on finish and maturation. So, most everybody can distill, put it in barrels, but then it's like, what do you do with these quality barrels from maturation process once they're in the barrel, once they aged a while? How do you finish those out and put a quality product on the shelf? So he focuses on taking these barrels that have been aging, I think now they're up to 7 years, maybe some are pushing 8, and coming up with these batches and blends. And his focus is really on the experience through the full palate and then the finish.
Okay. Well, shoot, let's start. Where should we start?
According to the internets, it is Kentucky distillate, 35 and 18 rye mash bills, 35% and 18 rye mash bills, and average of 9 to 12 months in the second barrel.
Yep.
Got it.
High rye is what he really enjoys too.
Nice.
Part of that peppery finish. So
Well, I'm right in his swim lane because I like everything he's talking. And I haven't had a 2XO I didn't enjoy, to be honest with you.
I never had this one. I've had several of these, including Sneakerhead and what's the other one? The vinyl.
Tribute and vinyl I didn't bring, and Sneakerhead I didn't bring.
Sneakerhead's fire.
So these are 3 of 6, I guess.
Yeah, I've never had these, and I know there's also a rye.
There's a rye, but for whatever reason, I think things have changed. Maybe the market has spoken or whatever, but there's not as much distributed in Texas as there used to be.
Okay.
So you might not see all of them on the shelf. Like the vinyl, you'll see.
You got to
here and there.
search.
But the rye, I don't think was released in Texas. Which is why we've never seen it down here.
Yeah.
So it's a true rye version.
Might have to grab that online or something.
So these are supposed to be regular in our regular shelfers, so you should be able to find these almost anywhere.
Cool.
Where these are more, I'll call them seasonal releases. So when he released the Phoenix, it was like the fall of 2021 or 2022, and then the next one came out in the spring, and then the fall, spring. So
gotcha.
Once they're gone,
they're biannual releases, and they sell out. They're finito.
I think the vinyl was the only one released in 2025. So
wow!
I think things are
depending on their what they're.
They do actually hang around for a while, though. I think there's probably 4 right now in specs.
Yes,
4 varietals of it.
Yep.
So we should start with the batched.
Yeah, we'll start with the batch entry level. This is the American oak, French oak, and I think there was. Well, I don't know. I think there was another one coming out, but we'll let that be for
Yeah,
now.
I knew they brought the rye. I didn't know if there's another bourbon. Some of that.
Yeah, I'll start giving her a run.
So again, this is the
Sweet.
92 proof, so very approachable.
Oh, it's definitely double oaked influenced.
Yep. And all of their stuff is obviously with the 2XO label.
Interesting.
And again, which I guess is pretty standard, right around 9 months, 9 to 12 months.
No, this is sweet.
So rumor has it that distillate, and it's not confirmed, is a Wilderness Trail for the high rye and Bardstown for the 18%.
Again, never been disclosed. When he showed up, this distribution company was starting to get into bourbon.
Yeah.
They were into wine.
This is good.
Other spirits, so they were trying to get into bourbon. So what they did along the way was they laid down like 500 barrels a year. So as this sat and aged, once it got to 4, 4.5, 5 years, they had to figure out what to do with it.
Yep.
Number 1, was it good? Number 2, how good is it? What should we do with it? What could we do with it?
Mm-hmm.
So they knew it was time to move on it.
Yeah.
So Dixon actually came by as a consultant. They contacted him and he came by, and this is kind of what he was looking for, was meeting up with somebody that could do something like this. So I think at some point they moved up to lay down 1,500 barrels a year. So they were, but again, maybe that's dropped off a little bit. But
Right. Well, I know the cool story that you were saying about how his grandfather or his lineage was the old Kentucky Owl. He revitalized that, and it was really booming. But then when he sold it, it shit the bed, I guess.
Yeah, and I think he was there through like batch 4 or something.
Yeah.
Batch 4 of the rye.
Then it kind of went downhill.
I think batch 11 of the bourbon.
The confiscated was the last one I bought, and that was a long time ago.
His confiscated.
And it was like banana bread.
Was the one, if you look at the label, because now you can find 2 different ones out there, his was the one where the fire is white. The new one has flames. It looks like
Orange and red.
Orange.
Yeah.
The orange and red is not his.
Yeah. The one I have was good, so I'm hopeful that it was.
So there was different, I guess there was a different perspective once they got bought out on what he should be doing.
Yeah.
Like, I need you to make a St. Patty's Day release.
Mm-hmm.
And
As opposed to doing what he wants
and
to
I need to have exactly 2,000 bottles.
Yeah.
That's
He's like, I don't think
Creative
it works that way.
Creative got out of it, and
Creative differences.
Bean counters got in.
money.
And that was what it was all
Bottom
about. Like,
line.
how many bottles can you release next year? How many cases can you release next year? Okay. how quickly can you double that, triple that?
He was more in the art of it as opposed to the mass production of it.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then unfortunately people want to scale and then scale too fast, and then you just can't meet the market of what your expectation is.
Mm-hmm. And does that happen with a lot of great distilleries in general?
I mean, I don't know.
I mean, when they first start,
Once your big conglomerates get involved, or once bean counters get involved, yes.
Yeah, like Balcones used to be great, and then it kind of went to shit, and then it really went to shit.
Yeah. I mean, like Turkey, they haven't gone down in quality. They're still putting out some of the best stuff out ever, but their price has gone through the roof because Campari decided they wanted to make money on it.
Yeah. Yeah, Wild Turkey used to be the most economical whiskey in the market,
Yep.
and was always pound for pound meeting the requirements of any other whiskey.
Yeah, and it was always
it hung with the big dog.
Yeah, it was understated, but highly acclaimed, right?
Yeah.
So if it said 8 year, there's probably 12 year in there back in the day, right?
okay.
They
Exactly.
they
you buy
always-
an 8-year back in the day, it was 12-year-old juice.
They always under promise and over deliver. That was their whole thing.
And Jimmy and Eddie still do it.
Mm-hmm.
But like you said, the numbers have jacked up. And I think they fight tooth and nail to keep them down.
Yeah.
Because they haven't jumped up like Buffalo Trace, let's
Ready
be
for the
honest.
French?
Yeah, they keep their core
Sure.
products cheap, but all their LEs are, whew,
Yeah, I
out there.
know.
Like they've taken the secondary out
Yeah,
of
more.
Campari took the secondary out of Wild Turkey. Like there's not much secondary in Wild Turkey because their price is already secondary.
They're getting rid of the Japanese release.
Yeah.
Hey.
Like Beacon, I think that was what a $250 MSRP, and most liquor stores are selling it for $300.
Yeah,
So I mean that kind of was MSRP on it.
exactly.
Yeah, 329.
Secondary.
329, I think, is what total wine. sold.
All them Masters Keeps ain't cheap though.
No.
They've always been.
But there
priced.
were 149.
Yeah, I didn't mind those.
Yeah.
Last
And they were
Masters,
sitting on the shelf.
the last Masters Keep I got was a Decades, and that was many years ago too. 2016 maybe.
I like the French better.
I would think this will probably remind me of like a Maker's Double Oak.
Is that the original or the French?
French.
Oh, this is better.
Yeah. It's got a little more spice too.
I prefer this on the front of the palate more than the other one.
To be honest, in comparison, this has always been my least favorite.
Okay.
I mean, it's not terrible though.
What's crazy is I get the same like heavy oak note on this that I did on that, but the spiciness and the sweetness of that French oak.
Correct.
That's why it balances it better.
Yep.
No, because you're exactly right. I got like sweet, but then it went away, and it's like it balanced it with the oak.
Yep.
Which for me is like hit or miss. Like some of those,
French oak, yeah.
even the Makers ones that we did.
Some of them are too much.
Where some of them are American oak and some are French oaks. I go back and forth depending on the release or whatever on which one of those I prefer too.
Yeah, sometimes the French oak doesn't play. It does something. It overpowers it. It depends on the distillate, I guess. This is good. You jumped to the big dog.
I'm cheating.
Cheating, go right to the end. So to me, that one drinks the easiest out of any of them.
Really? And it's the highest proof?
It's the highest proof.
I'll try these other ones if you don't mind.
Yeah, you go right ahead.
Just like a little bit.
So that's the Phoenix. That's the original. That's the first bottle we ever released.
Oh, cool. That's cool.
It's got a lot going on the nose.
Hence the name Phoenix.
Yeah. No, I want to try this for sure. That's the first one you did.
Rising from the dust.
Innkeeper. They all mean something to him. Innkeeper, his family. I don't know if they still run it, but I think it's called the Beaumont Inn, south of. It's kind of between Lexington and on the way to Wild Turkey.
Okay.
It's an inn where
Okay.
they have a tremendous
Selection.
Between Lexington and Lawrenceburg?
somewhere. I'll look it up. I think it's called Beaumont Inn.
They say some Lexington has some places you can go.
That goes way back in the family too. So that's where innkeepers came from.
Yeah, Lexington's cool. It's a horse town and a college town.
Yeah.
It's got some distilleries too.
No, but I heard the bars you can go to
Oh, yeah.
that have some great
There's a
like
neat-
selection.
Yeah, there's a neat in Lexington too.
Tribute was his family crest.
Okay.
So that was a paid homage to his family. This one, Kiowa, his family, him and the kids, they go there for wife and kids. They go there with friends and family.
That's
for
vacation.
So that's like a vacation. Sneakerhead. He's a big sneakerhead.
Vinyl.
And vinyl. He likes. listen to music.
Sounds like a cool cat.
He does sound like a cool cat.
And that was gonna be my
I wanna
question
say he's,
about the Secret Head is like, now it makes sense. How you guys
I'm
explain
guessing
it.
42-ish, 43 years old.
Yeah, I think that's what I
So
said.
relatively.
So he's still old enough to be not one of them whippersnappers.
Yeah, kind of our age.
Yeah, he's in that bracket. He's not a millennial.
So what'd you think of the single barrel?
I like it a lot. It's got a lot more going on than those first two did.
Yeah.
I think it may be the 18, right? Not the high rye.
Yeah, I think so too. It's a little, to me, it drinks a little softer.
Well, if we were going to go down the path and say this was Wilderness in Bardstown, Bardstown uses column, Wilderness uses spot still. So,
Wilderness Trail. I got a couple of those bottles.
yeah. So,
Couple 10 years.
to me, like that tastes like a column still distillate.
We can see if this one's got a different
Okay.
flavor. Different year, different barrel, obviously. Different barrel series.
They've done a good job of oaking it without making it too astringent.
Yeah, or too punchy.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, because I am sensitive to oak. Like some of the Knob Creeks, the older Knob Creeks.
Same with the old Pappies. To me, they're two just Elijah Craig.
Yeah, the Elijah Craig 18. Yeah.
So again, his goal with this line was double oak.
Yep.
So that's all they do.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
and
No,
obviously
he's
his finish
doing a
was
good
on-
job at it.
His focus was on the finish and how they finished it. So again, he's big on the palate from front, mid to back, and then the finish. So a lot of these have like a peppery finish.
Oh, they're solid through and through. Like honestly, there hasn't been a disappointing pour. It's like I like it. I like what he's doing. You can tell he cares.
And I think he did a good job at using double oak to give it perceived age. Because I was reading most of this is 6-year distillate, but it tastes
Wow. They drink at least
6.
9, 10, 11 years old.
Right, 6 years because that's about the time when this came out.
Right.
Maybe some of these moved up to 7, but
They drink significantly older than 6
Yeah.
and 7-year-old whiskey.
And I would tend to think that would be the double oaking that gave it that
correct.
mask of being older.
And then again, I don't recall ages and whatever that he put into these batches, but it's like anybody else, like Wild Turkey. Wild Turkey can come out with a 10-year product, or anybody can come out with a 10-year product, and it could be 10, 12, 13 in there. Same thing
Sure,
here.
sure.
I'm sure he's using
Absolutely.
6 for whatever notes he wants to pull out of there.
Some oldness, some
Maybe
older
7 for
ones.
something.
Yeah, now
different.
we're what? He's been around for 5 or 6 years, so now we're what, 10, 12 years in from some of their original distillate?
Exactly.
Correct.
Ooh. Maybe because it's
So-
a fresh crack, but that nose is.
So that innkeeper's still hanging in my like.
So this one is a lot. When
It's
these two came out, I kept doing them side by side. This one was a lot spicier.
It is. It's still hanging out.
And that was what his goal was with this release. So
I like
each release is kind of unique to what he's looking for.
Sure.
And releasing, so it's not like this one's supposed to drink better than the next
I
one.
like that they're different.
Yeah. And that's a fresh crack, but that one's probably
This one. This one's cool, dude.
that one's probably the most approachable one.
The Kauai
as far
brand.
as Kiowa.
Kiowa.
Kiowa. It's an island where they vacation.
Where's that?
Dude, yeah, the palm
Do
tree.
you know where that is? Or?
I
Kiowa.
want to say
By-
South Carolina or North Carolina.
Oh,
Okay. Off the coast.
Yeah.
sounded very Caribbean or Fiji.
No.
Yeah, it's like Hawaii area.
yeah, Indo-Pacific.
Nope. I think it's stateside.
So they name all of those based off their own personal interests.
His personal interest. Yeah.
It all has stuff to do with him.
Yeah.
Oh, that's different.
I think y'all should taste these. I think this is the example of 18 and 36.
Okay. It could be.
This
Like
is
I-
really good.
Like I said, these are different years. I don't know if he started the numbers over, but when he released these single barrels, they were numbered kind of like in a series. So anything around 45 might have a similar profile.
Gotcha.
But if you got something that was like up in the 60s or 80s,
different.
it could have been a different profile.
Gotcha.
Now, this is a different year, but this one's all the way up to 152. So I'm expecting them to be different for whatever reason. But again, there's no guide out there.
I like this one a lot.
That one is
Just rumor
Cool.
speculation.
It's cool.
when I have wouldn't call them inexperienced. Not young. That's the right wrong word either. Early in on their bourbon journey. So when I have people over in on their
Early palate.
and I side by side, I take these out and side by side like these 6. They all go to this one.
Okay.
It's good, man.
So it's saying these are all 35%. So that would if
And I think that's what I remember him saying is that these are both the high rye because that's his.
So which one should I
That's
try
what he
first?
Try the 45.
yeah, if rumor's true, then that would make that rumor's true.
I like
So
these
then-
bottles.
For someone like myself who's still learning, where do you think I should start in the midst of all this?
I'd start with this French oak.
The French
Skip
oak.
this one.
Skip the American, and why is that specifically? What is it that you don't like about the American versus the French?
It's leaning over to me.
It's a little, yeah.
That
So
one's got a little more of the spice.
It's more balanced.
French oak.
Okay.
Yeah,
More
that's
balanced.
going to be a lot of wood just right in your palate. Where this has a more
Bourbon. Like,
so that's more for a cocktail. If you're gonna, I would drink that with a cocktail for
Yep.
sure.
Okay.
But it's also a $40 bottle, so that's
That's
why.
interesting. That's something I would love to talk about in another episode. How you're able to discern certain whiskeys that are probably
cool,
meant for
huh?
cocktails versus ones that are not.
as I say, that's why a lot of those beginners gravitate towards that because
It's good, dude. I could suck that bottle down.
Yeah. So that's by far, I think, the easiest drink, and this one's a little spicier.
Yeah.
This one,
and it's probably the least amount of oak influence that I've had out of all these. It doesn't taste overly oaked, where some of these other ones, oak is the first thing you taste.
Yep.
I think that's the whole point, even because of the name. Like, that's their vacation.
Right.
That's easy relaxation. That's me kicking back. I'm not, no worries.
Take it easy.
Yeah,
Placate.
exactly.
so I thought it was cool. My neighbor used to work for him.
Oh, it is. It is cool.
Oh, your neighbor used to work for him?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't
That's
catch
how I got all these.
Oh, wow.
Dude, that 45's cool.
Yeah, I liked it.
But this one's even different. It's way different.
Mm.
Now, being a dark bottle, there's a little chance before. I had to throw that extra one in because
Dude, that one's almost gone.
there.
That one's almost gone.
But I don't know how much is in there.
You can see
can't
it?
Tell. You can see it now?
Barely. You gotta put it right up to the light.
Yeah, can you put a flashlight to it?
Hey, those are good to reseal for like the cruise.
Yeah.
That's what you find wine bottles like that. That dark.
Yeah.
I really like it. It's hard to tell even with the light.
Well,
It is, dog.
Dark.
Mm.
There's nothing wrong with any of them.
No, they're
I like what he's
exactly
doing.
right.
And I like that they're different types of double oaked maturation mash bill varietals. It's not just a one hit wonder or the same thing over and over.
Yeah.
It's a neck pour, huh?
Yeah, he's always looking for whatever finish he's looking for. Profile determines what bottles or what barrels go into the blend type thing. So there's no magic, like anything else. There's no magic recipe for what he's doing and how he's doing it.
Right.
Oh man.
I didn't know you liked these so much. I would have thrown the other two in.
Oh, the nose is cool on this 152.
Mm-hmm. That's what I thought too. Completely different than the other one.
Yeah.
That's why I made me think they were different mash bills. Because
Wow.
the nose is so different.
Isn't that wild?
But I think all of these are the high rye because that's his.
Yeah, but
Jam.
single barrels vary. So
Does Tim like this guy 2X though?
I don't know. He had never talked about Dixon.
I think he had this one at the blendery, but
Tim's a pretty fucking wise cat when it comes to
I think he'd be a cool guy to talk to and
Fuck yeah.
whatever
Oh.
if he's in town because he goes by. I think he came by Specs a couple years ago.
Dude,
He had an event there. He had a tasting after hours.
Okay.
He went to the Algiers Club, I think last year. So I don't know how often he gets down here. But
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to do
with him being a Finnish guy and the blendery, obviously.
Dude, that'd be
It's
cool if they
100%
collaborated on some shit. That'd be cool as fuck. I don't know if that's even possible, but that would be sick.
I mean, if he'd sell his distillate.
Yeah. I think that Tim and him are on the same kind of wave as far as like what their care and their perfectionist and like
It's like a
how they
breakfast
want it to
thing.
come out. It's important. So
Harrodsburg.
Yeah.
be cool to see them collab, dude.
No, hey.
So Lawrenceburg, Lexington.
Oh, South.
Dude, the
South
nose on that one is
Yeah.
bananas. It's so cool.
Bardstown. So
Not bananas like the smell, but just
Yeah, no,
crazy.
it's crazy, yeah.
Yeah.
Was there anything else you guys wanted to know about?
You're damn
So,
Oh, 2XO's legit.
Yeah, if you like oak, if you like differences and variations of double oak products, I think it's a great line.
And I think it's a balanced oak. It's not over oaked. Even though it says 2XO, I think that's because it's twice oaked. But I haven't had one that was. I mean, the first one was a little bit punchy into my face, but even that for me, it wasn't overly in comparison. But man, I like them. Thanks for sharing these.
Yeah, if you're going to be a national brand, the best thing you can do is have a $40 and a $100.
That one's 200.
Oh.
These are 100, and these are 40.
I think that's a
Yeah.
perfect spectrum, dude. Don't you, for price points?
interesting.
Yeah, you go as deep as you want into it and stop when you're not comfortable.
Well, the cool thing is you can say, okay, for under $100, I can get both these offerings, give them a run. If I like them, then I can go experiment with the next one. Because for me, it's all about, I don't necessarily know that I like these brands. I get caught with my pants down sometimes on buying, not necessarily bourbon, but like tequilas or.
Well, yeah, a lot of brands just want to come out with, hey, this is my whiskey.
Yeah.
It's $200.
Ah.
Yeah, you're like, who are you, bro?
Yeah. And what they did, if I remember the order right, it was these, then that, right?
And why is that a
So it
mistake?
was middle, high, low is what they did.
In release.
But I think they wanted to grow the brand and brand recognition before
Right.
they brought this out because these were going to be a lot of bottles.
Well, yeah, exactly. They wanted to get a following going first, right?
And it took them a while. I mean, they worked with a lot of people. They worked with some college out in California to figure out how to
Produce that
to get that price point down.
Well,
They tried. I don't know, like teabag, that kind of thing,
Sure.
or whatever, and it was
Wood
too hard to get
chips.
it back out, and wood chips and things would just getting the
Different
right.
types of
So it took a long time before they got to that
perfected it.
that cube size that would fit in there, and then the char level to put on there,
And the toast level.
and then how long? I think it's like a 12-foot chain. That they,
And then even then, you're at the mercy of the wood. And your distillate, but it's really the wood.
So these took a lot more research to do versus these. He knew he wanted double oak.
Yeah.
So you just throw the shit in another barrel.
Exactly.
But those barrels were, at the time,
Well, and
$250
also,
to $300.
he
a
was
barrel.
coming in the game when the game was
that's
booming,
where-
right?
Yeah, too.
The
So
game-
wanted to come out like right after COVID.
Yep.
It was booming.
Yep.
So they're still relatively new then.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so like I said, he had 5 and 6 year distillate when he started, and now he's 5 or 6 years old, so he's got 10 and 12 year distillate if he still has some of the original. And I don't know about 2XO, I haven't seen their processes obviously, but I've seen RD1 and I've seen Pursuit, and it's literally 1 inch by 1 inch cubes with a hole through the middle,
Yeah.
and that's how they double oak.
Dude, RD1 makes some cool stuff too. And Pursuit.
Yeah, and RD1's in Lexington. You're talking about
I
Lexington.
think his might be a little bigger, but they're obviously they're square and
Yeah.
they fit in the
mug
mug, so
hole.
they're not that much bigger.
Yep. And from what Kenny and those guys at Pursuit say, it happens quickly with that. A lot quicker than a barrel would.
Yep. And it's all about, they calculated surface area and then the impact for how long it needed to be in there to get the equivalent of being in a barrel. So again, I think those were just slow because it took longer to hone in on.
Yeah, so if you like double oak products, start here with the French, I think. And then if you like this, move up. And if you really like some of these, then move up here. That would be my best suggestion. That way it kind of saves you some money and you kind of feel your way through this.
And also find bars that have these.
Yeah.
And try them.
Yeah,
There's some good whiskey bars that'll have that'll at least have one of these bottles.
definitely.
Interesting. And then some of these can be found in most liquor stores?
Oh yeah.
These will be in most liquor stores, and then whichever ones. Well, I shouldn't say most.
Because then you said
Total Wine will have them. Specs
Should have them.
They do. I've seen them in Sex.
Goody used to carry them.
And so these are annual or semi-annual,
biannual. So
and these are once a year, right?
You won't.
Yeah, these will be the hardest to find.
These are more allocated, right?
Yeah, but some of these still remain on shelves, depending on which.
This one you probably won't find in the Phoenix. Innkeepers you might not find.
Yeah, your mileage may vary. Try to find them.
Innkeeper was good.
But there's usually every specs I go into. There's 3 or 4 varietals of these. So
Okay. So you have options.
Yep,
Cool.
absolutely.
All right, guys, well, there. That was 2XO there for you, all double oaked. Stay tuned, keep it whiskey, and on to the next one.
Boom.
Keep it double oaked.
There you go.
All right. So we off.